Hey y'all, so this is the part 2 of making a whole bunch of quilts, the brick quilt that I am going to be donating. So I did one quilt on screen on hyperlapse, and that one I used since I didn't cut all of the strips. Because like I said before, I was in a rush and I wanted to hurry up and do this. I used some of the long strips on that one, the one that I videotaping, and then the one that's just nothing but blocks, but nothing but the bricks. I showed it inside the video, but yeah. So you can do either way. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. You can always modify it to the way that you want it. Like I say, it's your quilt. You can do it however which way you want to. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all that other good stuff what all the other YouTubers says, and I will see y'all in the next. Peace, and I guess thank you for looking at my videos. With this material, I didn't want to put it on the ironer, so I just finger pressed it with the seams throughout the whole quilt. I just finger pressed. Okay, so right here I'm gonna make the tube out of the strip, and so that way I can just cut it in half, any of those rectangles in half, like right there, so that way the bricks can offset, and just sew it all the way through. And then I went on ahead and added a regular side on the other side of the one that I cut in half. And then right here is the one that I was talking to you about on just if you want to put one long strip to modify your brick quilt. All you got to do is just cut off the excess. That's pretty much what I did. And like I said, I don't want to put it on the ironer just yet, so I just finger pressed it. Every time that I finished a line or a row, I just finger pressed it. See, like right there, bam. Any excess that you have at the end, don't worry about it. You will even it out later on down the road. I just evened out a couple of them every once in a while, but it's pretty much whichever way that you want to do it. I had eventually put this part aside and just started working on another strip. Another strip set. There I go, cutting it in half. Made a tube, cut it in half, and just trying to figure out where I'm going to put it on this quilt. Look, there it is. I put another long strip. So yeah, I was just all over the place. I wanted to hurry up and get this done. Ultimately, it took me about 10 minutes actually to do this whole quilt. The one that I did before, that was a full block brick pattern quilt, that one took me about 2 days off and on, which would be about 3 or 4 hours, just trying to figure out the placements and sewing and fixing my sewing machine and all this and all that, the baby, the dog, kids, school, all that stuff. So but yeah, it took me about 3 days on the other one. This one, like I said, it took me 10 minutes, just with that long strip. So that's what I mean by modifying your quilt. It doesn't have to be exactly. Oh, right here is where I started putting strips of the scraps, the parts that didn't make the cut, just to make it fit. Trying to use up some more of the excess material That's pretty much what I was doing right there. I mean, you didn't really notice it, or to me, I couldn't really notice it. And you know, it's not going to a quilt show, so who fucking cares? So, but anywho, I'm gonna stop jabbering like a monkey on a tree and just keep on going. Now that I'm done, here I am. I'm going to try to show y'all what I've done, but Bella's over here talking to me, and I'm trying to concentrate, but I'm not being mean, so that's a good thing. And here is the end result. Obviously, it was very quick. And here's the first quilt that's nothing but brick block from top to bottom. I don't know if I bring it up or not, but anywho, so that's pretty much it. To me, it's not much of a difference, you know, but yeah. And oh, here I go again, bring in the one that I just finished. Okay, so you can see like the long strip. Of course, Bella's in the way. Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, and I showed her what's the difference on the quilt. But anywho, there it is.